Well, hello everybody. It is Tuesday. It is the 4th of March 2025. Yeah, I'm going jacketless for this video. It was actually raining earlier and had warmed up considerably, but now it's starting to get cold again and I'm starting to regret my decision. But you know what? I'm already recording. I'm just going to go through with it. So, I wanted to present kind of part 2 of my Michigan spicy cherry products series because I went to Cherry Republic. It's a store in Frankenmuth, Michigan. I don't know if there are other ones in Michigan, but they have everything you could possibly think of that includes cherry in the ingredients. They got cherry candies, they've got cherry sodas, they got cherry jams, they got cherry salsas, they got cherry, nut mixes and party mixes and just anything you can imagine. And of course, they have hot sauces. So I picked out one of the hot sauces and I picked out a salsa that looked incredibly good. And I'm going to try them both in this little video. So let's start with Cherry Bob's Cherry Bomb Hot Sauce. Look at that. That is full of little bits of good tasting things. And I can't wait to try it. This one has Fresno peppers in it too, which I like. I'm surprised they didn't use cherry peppers, but you know what? I'll take the Fresnos. Fresnos are good in hot sauce. Let's see what else is in this. So the ingredients are Fresno pepper. So that's the first ingredient. So it's going to be a peppery sauce. Apple cider vinegar, water, cherries, carrots, sea salt, olive oil. Refrigerate after opening. Oh, that was all that was in it? Fresno pepper, apple cider vinegar, water, cherries, carrots, sea salt, olive oil. All right, simple sauce. It's going to ride on that pepper flavor and that cherry flavor, I'm sure. All right. And yes, oh, they have the perforation. A lot of these hot sauces don't. But if I don't get this going, I'm going to have to pause here. All right. Yeah, watching me open bottles is not good content at all. It's disputable whether watching me eat hot sauces is good content. But at least that's what the video tells you I'm going to be doing. It doesn't say, in addition to reviewing Cherry Bomb hot sauce, you're going to watch Graham struggle with opening the bottle for a minute. All right, here we go. Wow, it's pretty. It's a really, really nice looking hot sauce. Wonder what those black bits are. Maybe those are cherry bits, I think. Are they cherry bits? Those little black bits in there? And there are seeds for the peppers. Smell it. It smells very, very, very mild. Very mild. I don't think this sauce is going to be in the slightest bit hot, but we'll see. Here we go. Wow. A sharper and more vinegary and saltier taste than I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be really sweet. But honestly, the cherry is kind of subtle in there. This is more of a pepper sauce with a hint of cherry in it than a cherry sauce with a hint of pepper. I guess I should have expected that because Fresnos were the first ingredient, not the cherries. There's quite a bit of apple cider vinegar in that. It's not bad. Man, I'm just a little bit surprised. And I didn't say what type of cherries either. There are tart cherries. There are tart cherries and there are sour cherries. Sour cherries, tart cherries, either or, probably the same thing. And then there are, all these ultra sweet cherries. So maybe they use tart cherries in this. I don't know. Because I'm just not getting that much sweetness from it. I can detect the cherry, but I don't get a lot of sweetness. It is nice. Man, it's kind of seedy, too. The seediness of it is kind of getting in the way of me tasting other things, too. I'm trying to get another bite. I think I see some cherry bits in there. Okay. It's kind of a nice sauce. Definitely would be good, like, mixed into a barbecue sauce. Like, maybe, like, slathered over ribs. Probably would be good over an omelet or eggs or an egg sandwich. Feel like it would be nice in that regard, too. There's different types of Mexican food that it would probably go well with. So it's got some versatility to it. It's very mild. Like, the heat's like between 1 and 1.5. And Fresno peppers are just not that hot. Typically. I've had rogue Fresno peppers that were extremely hot, but that doesn't happen every time I eat one. So these are probably of the mild variety. Yeah, It's much more of a tart pepper sauce than it is a sweet cherry sauce. So if you're expecting that, you'll be disappointed. I'm going to give it just a solid 6. I feel like if I pair it with the right food, it could get a higher rating. But as is, I'm a little bit underwhelmed. Just a little bit underwhelmed. But it is still, you know, I like the idea of a sauce that uses cherries and Fresno peppers. So maybe they can work on the recipe a little bit, get the balance a little bit better. All right, now this one, I'm going to be shocked if this isn't good. This is cherry salsa verde from Cherry Republic. And it says high heat. All right. So I'm going to hold them to that. Now this one has crushed tomatillo. Yes, I love tomatillo. Diced green chilies, which is green chili peppers, water, salt, and citric acid. Diced jalapenos. Water, onion, sugar, dried cherries, which is cherries, cane sugar, sunflower oil, garlic, lime juice, salt, cilantro. All right, so they've got all the components of a classic salsa verde. I love it that there's going to be lots of tomatillo in this. I think it's going to be tart. I think it's going to be spicy and peppery and chunky. And I think it's going to be delicious. It smells nice. It smells like roasted vegetables. It's a little bit, I got a little bit of smokiness from that. I don't know if they did that with the jalapenos. If they smoked or roasted them. But didn't jump out at me in terms of the smell. It didn't jump out at me as a tangy sauce. All right, let's try it with some chips. It's very sweet, very sweet. It's sweet and it's nice. But I'm having the opposite problem with this as I did with this. I didn't think that this had quite enough sweetness in it. I wanted to taste a little bit more cherry sweetness. I thought that that would add a little bit of depth to, you know, a tangy pepper sauce. But this didn't really bring the sweetness. This brings a lot of sweetness. There must be a hell of a lot of cherry in that. And cherries were actually mixed with sugar, I believe. So they're even sweeter than they would be if they just put the cherries on their own in there. I can't say that I like it too much. I'm sorry. I just wasn't expecting it to be that. I thought there was going to be a little bit more. I thought it was going to be like a roasted savory flavor with a little bit of tartness from the tomatillos and the lime juice in there. You know, a little bit of herbiness from the cilantro. You know, medium to very low heat from the chili peppers. And then just a hint of sweetness and possibly tartness from the cherries. But no, what you get is a burst of very, very sweet cherries. Very sweet cherries. And then after that kind of dissipates a little bit. You can taste the peppers a little bit. The heat is just negligible. It is not. I don't know why they put high heat on that jar. That is not a high heat salsa. That's not even medium. That's between a mild and a medium. That's like at best a 1.5, but it's probably a 1. On my scale, it's a 1. A hot sauce novice might give it a 2 for spice. It is completely unintimidating spice. This is not high heat. And honestly, it's just not that great. I just don't like it that much. I'm going to have to give that a 5. Not impressed. Wow. I've had some really great products from Cherry Republic before. Neither of these were that. Neither of these were that. I'm sorry. That was disappointing. All right.